I am noticing, though, that there might not be as many, like, optional secrets in this game. I was assuming that the priest hole earlier was an optional secret, but it just was, like, a means to an end for other things. So maybe there's not gonna be anything like that in this game. The formal garden. Which is which, I mean, to me is unfortunate. That's kind of what I was looking forward to. But I'm still really enjoying my time here with this game. With this game. This has been really nice. Like I said earlier, it's a very light puzzle game. These puzzles aren't necessarily too difficult. Former guard. Oh wait, no. No, I can't. I was going to say, press map to find it. Or press the M button. Okay. Formal garden is 13. We're probably going to have to cut through to 7 then, aren't we? Through the rose garden. No, those are just a pair of shoes. Cut through here. But yeah, as I was saying, this is a very light puzzle game. It's... like, there are some, like, challenging... well, I wouldn't say challenging, but there are some really good putting one and one together, or putting certain clues together that are, rather head-scratching. But I wouldn't say none of these have been exceedingly impossible compared to some of the other puzzle games that I've played. Holy shit! What a goddamn footprint this place has. Damn. They even have a kitchen garden. Ooh, we're gonna get vegetables. Alright, so what are the flowers in this area? Springdance Shrub. Fool's Emerald. That's gonna grow fruit that's poisonous, probably. And an Oscilette. And that would be the end of the book. Okay, let's start searching for clues. I do like the game loop here of little areas. You explore more and more of the mansion as it opens up, but getting the clues and putting together the clues, this has actually been very charming. It was a message! Local man reports mysterious signal. A gentleman farmer has reported sighting a mysterious blinking light coming from caves near his home in Cheddar. Is that Cheddar or Cedar? I think it's Cheddar. In his own words, I was walking my dog, see? And I was walking my dog and lost track of time a little. It soon became dark, and I decided to make the walk back home. On the way to my home is a tiny cave, and as I walked by, I noticed a blinking light pattern case from the cave entrance. I was sure it was one of those Morse code messages. When I approached the cave, the light source vanished, and nobody was there. I'm convinced that what I saw was the Morse code, abbreviated of attention. I will never forget the once abbreviation, as it was the first message I learned in Morse code. Great, we're gonna have to learn fucking Morse code. Local authorities have assured our journalists that there have been no recent military activities or exercises in the area, so the mystery remains unsolved. Well, one of these plants either blooms with Morse code, or we're gonna have to flash Morse code, or it actually blinks itself and flashes the Morse code. Sincerest greetings. I was delighted after our recent mentoring session. You do excellent work as a fellow scholar of the natural world. I recall the Springdance Shrub that once grew in your garden before you departed on your travels. How wonderful it would be to see it growing again. I have been compiling plant specimens that require pollination to mature into their adult stage. I wonder if the Springdance Shrub is one of these plants. Ever your affectionate friend, Lavinia. That's a name you don't hear every day. Lavinia. Now, what do we got here? We've got chemical compounds of wildflowers. There's Fool's Emerald. There's... Oh no, that's the Springdance. Greeting card goes to the Springdance. Fools go with the Emerald. And we don't necessarily know what the blinking lights go for yet. Ooh. Fool's Emerald. Looks like a goddamn tomato. Should be fun. Here we go. Bioluminescence. Ooh. In the darker corners of our world, there are plants and organisms that are able to produce their own light. These plants, fungi, and insect are most often found in areas of low light, such as dark forests, deep oceans, and gloomy caves. Recent discoveries show that chemicals such as luciferins are responsible for this glowing effect. It is not known that this glowing effect is used for, but it could be for communication with others for the same species or to attract pollinators or food. Interesting. Scientists believe that there are bioluminescent species waiting to be discovered. So whatever blinks is... Okay, so this one we at least know is the blinky one. We will now call it the blinky plant. Oh, can I move this from... No, I can't move this from this side. We'll probably open a door over here, though. Because I remember there was something. Mr. Bennett, the telegraph you ordered arrived while you were off on your travels. They delivered it by boat. I left it at the boathouse. Since I don't know where you'd like to keep it, there appears to be a Morse code manual inside. Good to know. Open this up. Ooh, we're gonna need special planters here. Flower growing companion. Tips for growing. Hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are beautiful flowers that contain anthro something or other, which is a pigment that can change color depending on the pH level of the environment. The color can vary between red, purple, and blue. Yes, actually, it's funny you shouldn't say that because sometimes you can actually pour, not a lot, but a little bit of bleach in the soil with a hydrangea and actually make it change color. Materials for garden pots. Okay, that's going to be, well, I mean, suitable for all gardens. I wouldn't say that because that's going to change the pH balance, or at least will probably change the pH balance into that. So that's for the shrub. I'm going to assume it's going to be for the shrub. We don't have concrete evidence. And then this is going to be for the pH balance of adding to the soil. So we'll get back to that after. There's a birdie. Ah, okay. We're going to have to bring that to... Hello, little one. We're going to have to bring that around to wherever the one that needs music, or that's going to need bird chirping. Aha! There's our research on pH balance. Oh, God. And then more for that. Jesus. So much goddamn math. So, okay. We at least know how to grow one of these plants. We just don't know which one it is yet. Dear Miss Green, I have recently heard of your involvement in the mentoring of aspiring botanists. Botany is a field that demands a thorough understanding of its complexities, and while I admire your dedication, fuck you, Thornton, the saying, the blind leading the blind, comes to mind. All just aside, I hope your endeavors in mentoring will yield some semblance of progress. Fuck you. I'll show them all. I'll create the most... Oh, God. If this could be taken in a horror route, and if Miss Green finds the Little Shop of Horrors, she's gonna start growing Audrey, too. I'll show them. I'll show them all. Dear Miss Bennett, thank you so much for the lovely bunch of rhubarb from your nephew's garden. He needn't have sent anything in return for the herbal poultice I gave him for his little one, but I am grateful all the same. I know he hasn't the money to fetch the doctor. Since you said he cannot read a note, please send him my thanks when you see him. Ah, so the kid's not doing too well. Are we gonna grow a super carrot? We're gonna have to find more seeds and guide the bird, aren't we? We're gonna have to guide him over here to grow this flower, whatever it might be. And whatever it might be. Bird poster. Ooh, just like bees, birds can pollinate flowers. But did you know that birds have a preference to pollinate flowers of certain colors? The above chart shows which color of flowers attract which birds in your garden. Okay, so we have to get the specific pH balance of a flower to make it look a certain way, to pollinate it, to get the bird over, or at least get the bird over here to pollinate it to make it grow, and oh goddamn. So many multiple steps. But it's doable. We at least know where we're growing that. Hey, and it's the other thing. Mixed seed for garden birds. Tracks host of garden birds such as bluebirds, finches, robins, warbles, with the seed prepared at the highest quality level. Okay, so it's one of these birds that we're getting. So while we're at it, let's get the bird over there. So, here we are. Here you go. Can I go closer to it? Nope. Okay. We can only be in a certain proximity to the bird. And I missed one. Oh, this is a nice little puzzle. Excuse me. Pardon me. Ooh, there you go. Alright, so that one. Oh, don't scare it off. Enjoy your seeds. Yeah, that's right. Alright, let's not go in that direction because then it'll probably scare off the bird. So we'll go here. Let's take the long way just in case. Don't want to start over. Though knowing this game, we'll do a small test actually, because I have faith in this game. If I go here... Ah, no, it went all the way back to the beginning. Okay. I wanted to see if the game developers were just going to say, oh, we'll go back to the one it previously was at, but then that doesn't really make sense if you're holding the next one, so then it would probably just go back to where it rested. So we definitely want to be careful here. Don't worry about me. scared it just a little. There we are. There it goes. Go on, little one. Now we go to that one. That one. Then we grab this one. Yep. Go over to that. Back all the way around. Because we don't want to do this a third time. Lovely. And then... Whoop. That's right. Now, I am hoping that when he gets to the final destination and doesn't get smashed in the face by a giant log truck, we don't have to do this again for him to come back around. Because if he gets to where the flower should be, he might just stay there. I don't know. We'll see. You're there. Alright. I saw a little dot. It was the bench, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the bench. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Miss your bird. Don't know what the fuck kind of bird you are yet. Looks robin-ish. Enjoy that. Yes, that's right. Totally not going to be a trap for you. Okay. But if I get close... Yeah, that's gonna be a problem later. But, he's here. And that definitely... It's either a robin or a bullfinch. Still don't know what flower this goes to. Let's see. Bluebirds, finches, robins. Okay, well, it's still... Doesn't really matter. It's there now. I still don't know what flower this is growing, though. So we'll be back. Hopefully that bird enjoys the food and doesn't leave. Here we are. So we have that. Yeah, Fool's Emeralds and whatever the hell the Oscilette is. That might be the... I mean, with a name. Oh, well, found seeds. Was kind enough to let me for the harvest. Seeds, don't know much about them. Gardens, but I haven't completely disappeared. Ah, okay. No, it didn't actually tell me. Didn't give me a hint. Sangs like, oh, this is going to be this. No, we don't know yet. We still don't know. Also, we're looking for some kind of switch that lets me go over there. More hidden stuff. Hello. Springdance Shrubs. Oh, look at that. We even have a little pond. We must be very hoity-toity people to have a pond like that. Oh. I'd say the bark is kind of peeling off of that, but... Okay, this deserves a sit-down. Oh. The only thing I would say is that if we don't move, like, what I think would be nice, because this is very picturesque, I would love it if we stayed still for long enough, or like for a short amount of time, that escape button that says back would disappear. Because that's the only thing minorly taking me out of the prettiness of this. Oh. Sit on a seat for 1 minute or more. I must have been consecutive. Can you put plants there? Maybe. Anything over in the corner here? Secrets? Are there secrets? No, there are no secrets. Not in this game. Very straightforward with the plants. is not bad. Little back garden gate. Got some you guys. Here we go. Dearest cousin, whilst I hold a deep fascination for the pursuit of knowledge and science, I must admit that the subject of spiritualism is not one that particularly captivates me. Therefore, I must return this book to you. However, I appreciate your efforts in sharing your interests with me. Your, with affection, Arabella. Phenomena of spiritism. Ghost shit. Will-o-wisps. Oh, will-o-wisps might be the Fool's Emerald thing. Glowing spirits of marshes, forests, and caves. It's an eerie apparition that has been the subject of both fear and fascination. Yeah, don't follow a wisp. Don't. They are mischievous little bastards that want to kill you. It makes its appearance to lost travelers in dark, isolated places and beckons them to follow with its beguiling, blinking lights. Okay, so this relates to the blinking lights. We still don't know which one that is. Many a wanderer has followed the wisp's luring light across marshes into caves never to be seen again. Take heed, those who venture into dark places, resist the temptation of the will-o-wisp. Shimmering radiance. Turn back before it's too late. Yeah, it's I mean, I'm going to make the assumption that it is the Fool's something or other. The Fool's Emerald thing. Missing a key. But we still need more information. Ooh. It's a lovely painting. Got an achievement for looking at that. Alright, so that's that. So, what are we missing here? Workspace, garden workspace. Okay, we're missing some garden workspaces. Boathouse. Yeah, we haven't even gotten into the boathouse. We can't find the key. Telegraph. Okay, so missing gardening workspace. Oh, wait, nope. Back all the way. Flip the book around. Bird garden, okay, garden paths, formal garden, pond, side terrace, gardening workspace, 21. I'm missing a shit ton of stuff in that area, apparently. It's over in that. What did I miss? Oh, probably these. Are you keeping well today? Jimmy's only gone and broken the lawnmower again. If it weren't for my war injury, I wouldn't be letting him loose with the mower. It's a push mower. No, he can probably do some damage with a push mower. Those things can get sharp, can be sharp, and very annoying. I wanted a push mower once. I still do, actually. I have a very small lawn. Easy, probably the easiest workout you'll ever get with a very small lawn and a push mower, although it's very uneven. Anyway, he said he ran over some hard object down in the long grass near the pond, but with my bad leg, couldn't get down there to check. I had a brief look and couldn't see anything. Sometimes I wonder about that boy's sensibilities. Save me some of your lovely scones. Okay, so there's a specific rock over there for the pH rock thing. Okay. 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 Don't know how that's gonna work. Alright, let's go back. I think I know what flower we're working on here, because this right here, it was not that. No, where's the card? We're looking for a specific card. I think it was here-ish? No. Very particular card. Not you, not you. Is it up here? Yes, it was this card here. Alright, recent mentoring session. Springdance Shrub grew in your garden before departing your travels. So, it grew in my garden. Oops. Springdance Shrub grew in the garden. We do have its seed. So I'm going to make some assumptions here, and then that's the one that needs the specific pH balance because of specific rock. Or, well, it needs at least the specific pot to grow. So here's this. Oh. No, it ran over this. That is not the correct thing that I thought we were going to find. But I will take it, nonetheless. Because then I can get to there. Maybe. Yes. So apparently these are strong enough to sustain human weight. Oh dear lord. Ooh, okay. Cave environment. Okay, cave environment. Okay. Where is... Okay, if it once grew in my garden here, where did it once grow? Because if I can find that out, maybe I'll be able to tell what stone it needs. Doesn't look like it has anything like that, though. So, alright. Let's see here. Let's try and put this together. I don't think we have anything from the Oscilette, because I can't get the boathouse, so that's probably going to be later. This... This last level is actually quite tricky. I'm going to assume flowering bush used to grow in the gardens, but have completely disappeared when I was off on my travels. So I think because flowering, it's not bioluminescence, it's the hydrangeas. Pigment, pot, soil, and then the two birds. Okay, so with this knowledge, we should be able to figure out how to grow that specific plant. And it all comes down to figuring out what bird is at the bird feeder, because that will determine the color, which will determine the pH. Now, I am no bird expert, but... yeah, no, I'm going to make the assumption that that's a robin. Ooh, rockin' robin. Because it's brown, it's got the redness, and it's white belly. Because, oops, that isn't black. I'm going with the robin. So, if that's a robin, we're gonna want to Go back over here. And check our color charts. Not those. It's not that. That's for pots. Where did the color chart go? Fuck. Oh, wait a minute. I can do this. Drainages, pot catalog, research. pH research was in the garden paths. Yeah, the garden paths. And the garden paths were... Garden paths were 15. Off in that direction where the bird was. Up and around here. Weren't you? Yes, you were. Okay. Spring shrub. Oh, Springdance Shrub. It just says it right there. I absolutely missed it. Okay, terracotta things. So I need... So what is... I will say, the writing is very tiny here. So what... Newer seaweed, wood ash, coffee, yeah, it's all that and that. That's not going to be for that. That's not for that. Where is the bird chart? Because that's what we're going to need here. Pigments that change color depending on the pH level of the environment. Yeah, we knew that. Pigment research, pot category, soil. Where is the bird note, though? No, that's for the Morse code. It wasn't the bird poster itself, was it? I'm probably missing something very obvious here. Don't forget to flip these things. All right, Down here, was it this? Bunch of rhubarb. Oh. Okay, that would help. Ah, here we are. There is a chart here. So, bluebirds, blackfinch. Oh, I mean, red flowers. It's finch and robin, so it doesn't matter, because those were the two that I was there. So, okay. Completely glanced over that part of the text. So we are looking for a red flower. Red is then implemented with 12 to 14, so a very high pH balance here. We can actually do that with between 12 and 14. Actually, we have a couple that we could do. Marble or granite could be possible because we got coffee over here. Ooh, sandstone. Sandstone and seaweed. Oh, no, it would have to be sandstone and seaweed because it is 12. And that's 11. So, sandstone and seaweed. Cool to know. Alright. Sandstone. Can't put that in yet. La da da dee da da. Just swap that there. Put in some soil. We spring. Do a little bit of water. We're close. But now it's white. We throw on some seaweed. Now it is red. This one was tricky. I think mostly because I just misread something and whatnot. But the information altogether, very cool. Alright, bird. You might not like me, but I need you. Thank you. Look at that. You did great. Thank you so much. Oh. Well, at least now I don't feel so bad taking this plant to my room. That is cool. Alright. So now we have access to the boathouse. And we'll be able to go in there, get the rest of our clues, and maybe put all the rest of this stuff together. I gotta say, I am really enjoying this game. It's very charming. There you go. That's actually kind of perfect where that went. Oh, yeah, no, even better. That's nice. Okay, so now we need Fool's Emerald, which I'm gonna go on the limb here and say this is the one that flashes. News article, bioluminescence, telegraph, military codes, and then we will go to the boathouse. Yeah, one more piece of information. Excuse me. One more piece of information. And that'll all be locked in. Now, I could be very wrong. There's a shit ton of birds now. Oh, now you're not afraid of me. Alright, to the boathouse we go. And if we open, and we walk down this lovely, let's see, that's another bird here. Lovely area. Ooh, the boathouse. Alright, so we do have a growing spot here. Duck. Inspect all the ducks. I knew that was an achievement. They wouldn't put so many ducks if it wasn't. Oh. Ah. Okay, well, you're coming with me. To the place with the flashing lights. We'll be back for that. We'll be back for all of this. Actually, fair point. Boathouse goes up to 8, goes up to there. Goes to 7, which then's to that. Okay. So we'll be back to this area later. I just want to take this box, which was delivered to me. Through the boathouse. So we can then grow the lights. the lights go down in the city. So, that... Oop, no. No. Come on. There we go. Alright. Dot, dot, dashes, and dots. So with that, climbing up. Dot, dot, dashes, and dots. Yes, yes, good, excellent. So grab the pot here. Put the soil in. Cools emerald. Water that shit. Looks like a goddamn pomegranate. The neighbor, I was going to say the dogs have their neighbor out. No, the neighbor has their dogs out. Okay. Can't read that shit. So I need a specific code here to work. And we read here that this guy recognized the code as attention. Now, with that said, it was the shorthand version of attention. So, we want to do attention, K-A, we go here, through this, K, dash dot dash, A, dot dash. So, dash dot dash, dot dash. Dot dash. I hope you can't hear the dogs screaming. Ah, fool's emerald. It's not edible. Ooh. All nice and roomy. Fool's emerald. Tick. Vine that contains luciferin, which allows it to create light. They grow in caves where they use their lights to communicate with each other, very much like Morse code. Very cool. That is awesome. I can actually press I. I mean, I haven't been doing this for the entirety of the game, but I can inspect the item. That's very cool. I really appreciate the mix of real world botany and flower science with like the mysticism, like fantasy botany. I always love, like, okay. Ooh, that is actually quite wide. Oh, no, wrong button, wrong E. I always love a good, like, fantasy, oh yeah, that looks nice, fantasy version of, like, like science. Like, I've always said this, and I always bring it up. I want a fantasy fishing game where it's just normal fishing game, but with fantasy fish. Like that kind of shit. And then the... Oh, what's the term for animal study? Shit. I was gonna say lycanthropy, but that's not even close. That's... Whatever the case, I love the fantasy version of normal science, and this is scratching that itch for botany. Because it's also using real-world applications for fantasy... for fantasy flowers. This is really nice. Very well thought out. Alright, my dear friend Arabella. A friend of mine visited the Americas. Oh, the Americas! Oh, wait, no, we've already saw the squirrels. We already talked about the squirrels. Boathouse is this way. Onward to the boathouse. Da-da-da-da. Alright, start back down from the bottom. And we'll find the last seed probably here, because this is where we got the Morse code. Oh, they scuffed my goddamn wall. I have to get that cleaned up. Well, they delivered the thing properly, so I'm not going to really complain. Oh, this is... yeah, no, this is just lovely. Alright. Let's see what we got here. I don't see... oh, here's the phonograph. I don't know where the thing we're looking for is. Let's actually... ooh, there's a lot of there's a lot of pieces on the board here, but only 4 clues remain. Alright. How weeds spread. So this is a weed. Oh, here we are. A final, more mysterious example of the seed of the Oscilette, whatever, is known to be picked up by critters who then take it back to their nest. So as the animal goes to sleep, the seed sprouts its bloom. It is not quite understood how the plant is able to detect when the creature is asleep, though. Well, already, weeds and seeds. Ooh. Okay. Hedgehog. Gray squirrel. Now, I'm going to make an assumption here that the clue we had previously with the gray squirrels that we accidentally read just there a second ago, they're the reason why this plant isn't going to grow. Shuffle the food cards and place the stack face down. Center the board, place the food tokens. Players select their animals by rolling dice. Highest roller chooses first. Oh, this sounds like a fun game. If you land on a gray squirrel tile, it steals all your food. Yep. And they must return to the board. The player who has the most food tokens in their nest... yeah, this is... ah, here it is. A field card. Board game rules. Classroom, desk. Oh yeah, she's properly setting up teaching. Thank you for your order. As discussed, we will write again in the coming months to inform you of a delivery date for these school supplies. She's going to be a teacher. Oh, here's the seed. Thank you for glowing at me. I actually appreciate that. Okay, so we've got records. I have a feeling I know what we're doing here. Animal heartbeat rate. Oh! Interesting. Okay, red squirrel. Awake, asleep. 120. We're looking for a 120 beats per minute, which is gonna be 100, 120. Meadow Bliss. Gotta say, compared to the last two plants, this one's a little bit easy. Go. You're all watered. Now to bring you here. Oh, that is really cool. Oscilette. Picked up by small animals such as the red squirrel, who then store it inside their nests. Once the animal falls asleep, the Oscilette depends on, or whatever, Oscilette? Yeah. Depends on the heartbeat vibrations to break open and bloom. Oh, it even still pulses slightly. Honestly, you can probably get the same effect here with a metronome. Maybe. Might be a little difficult. Let's go out the front door. I have to put this in my flower room. Let's see how this game wraps up, because that's all the flowers. And I want to double check to see how many achievements I have left once this game is done, because maybe I might have missed a few, but we will see. Because I've been getting achievements left and right when you're playing this game. They've been popping up on the bottom corner. Me. Alright, you don't go there. Hey, flower arranging! Put all the flowers in here. Lovely. I want... Nope, wrong. Nope. Not there. Not there. You go here. I want something there. Windmill? I think, you know what? The windmill will go here. Yeah, that's nice. I got them all. That's, honestly, this entire room here is worth it. Developer, great job on just being like, you know what, let's just have a little collection room instead of just leaving them all where they were. Let's just look at your work. That's nice. That's a nice little touch. Okay. On we go then to the gatehouse to get our mail. Oh, no, okay. Here. Apologize wholeheartedly for taking the key to the formal garden yesterday. It was in my pocket when I went home. Oh, okay. I probably should have been reading some of these notes. Post the book. Hopefully no man takes credit for my work. That was honestly very lovely. I really liked that game. That was very charming. Very short, but honestly, some of the really good environmental puzzle games are short. So, I don't mind that. Either way. Right, so we finished the game, therefore I must review it, and I will say, reviews are quite high in this one. I'm just gonna also turn the music down just a smidge, but I think we'll be okay. Alt-tab just a smidge. There we go. I can turn that down to a 6. There we go. Don't want that too loud while I talk here. Don't want to get drowned out by the music. Okay! Review of Botany Manor. Honestly, it is extremely charming. The environment that the puzzles take place in is outstandingly well detailed. The manor itself is just well built. Let me start this review over. That's not where I want to start this. What are the specific words that I'm trying to say here? Let me take a drink of water first. Let me water my roots. Oh, maybe I'll wait for the review. 1 year later. I'm packing up? I've made a school for botany. Women Education Union on the occasion of the opening of the Green School of Botany. Hey, that's nice. Green School of Botany, ceremonial key. Oh, that's nice. And then they have their own little books. Got an apple. We have a windmill flower. That's what we're going to learn. We've got the names of the kids. We got an apple for teacher. I could probably go back to the chart and read what it is. My dear Flora, I'm terribly sorry your herbarium didn't get picked up for publishing, though I am most excited about the new plans to turn Botany Manor into a botanical academy. I look forward to visiting the school and meeting the talented students you have taken under your wing. Let's hope they carry on our fight. Lots of love, Elizabeth. P.S. Arabella, I hope you don't mind me calling you by your childhood pet name. Aww. Oh, it's still a happy ending. That's nice. Oh, even a little wrap-up like that. Oh, that is so charming. And yeah, that's what I say about this game. It is so goddamn charming. As a puzzle game, it is a little bit above the simplistic. I would say there were some puzzles that actually did make me scratch my head a little bit. There were some moments where I was a little not stuck, but had to take a minute to put two and two together. But I would say this is a very light, relaxing, charming puzzle game. And I've run across not too many of them of this caliber. I would say the light stuff, not quite beginner, but not quite intermediate, the middle ground of a good environmental puzzle game. It's a hard spot to get, but I think Botany Manor hits it really well. I would actually recommend this to kids. This would be not only a great beginner, like starting-ish entry for kids that really like puzzle games, but also slightly edutainment value. The knowledge of botany in this game is quite accurate. I would say this is a very good, I wouldn't say little kids, I would say this is like 6 to 8, maybe to 9, although they might be a little too old for 9. I would definitely say 6 to 10. This would be a really, really, challenging, but not too difficult puzzle game for kids. As an adult, mind you, though, I still really, really enjoyed it. I think I appreciated the charming atmosphere that the entire manor and garden vibe was about. It was very relaxing. I took my time with it, and I really had a pleasant time. It didn't truly challenge me, but your mileage may vary based on how, studious you are with some of the puzzles. Yes, I would absolutely agree that the library puzzle was probably one of the more challenging puzzles in the game, and it's nice that it's just in the middle there. Usually the challenging puzzles are held towards the end, and we did have the PH one. That one stumped me for a minute, but I think that was because I didn't read certain things properly. But honestly, this is a very, very good, I don't want to say lo-fi, but it's a very relaxing puzzle experience that you can just take the afternoon to complete. I truly would recommend this game to anyone who likes puzzle games or is trying to get into more modern environmental puzzle games, because some of them can be very tricky. And I would also say, because I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, that Escape from Mistwood Mansion was released kind of close to this, and I believe there is a bundle option that you can buy on Steam for this and Mistwood Mansion. I would say this is the relaxing game, whereas Mistwood Mansion would be a little bit more challenging. That one's the harder one. It still has its moments of lightness, but Mistwood is absolutely the more challenging game, whereas this one is much more calmer in its puzzle delivery and pace. Honestly, I recommend both of the games if you liked either or. I have previous streamed Mistwood Mansion 2. I think it's not on the Stream Archive channel. I think it's on the main channel, which I may want to cut up this one and actually put into a series of videos. I really enjoyed this game enough where I want to cut it up into bite-sized chunks for people to watch. So yeah, no, that was really, really fun. Let me go check though before anything else. It says here I am missing 6 achievements. So it's... Oh, okay. Fail to mix chemicals. SOS. Okay. Okay, there's a couple cute achievements left over, but it's not necessarily... It's basically the same thing as inspect all the ducks. There's not really a need to get every single one of these achievements, but I mean, I still am gonna. I'm not gonna do it now because, like I said, not really story pertinent. That I would say is the one, not downside, but the thing I was expecting from Botany Manor that I didn't get necessarily was the truly secret environmental puzzles. Mistwood Mansion had that, with the end secret level and trying to figure out how to open that door. That's the kind of stuff I was expecting Botany Manor to have. It didn't, but that did not detract what I enjoyed of Botany Manor. So, if you're going into the game expecting, like, hidden secrets, you're not going to get that. But for a, like I said, very charming, light puzzle game that you can beat in an afternoon, this was phenomenal. So, with that said, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you had a lovely time, and I hope to see you again next time I do a puzzle game like this. Hopefully we don't spend too long of a break in that. I do have a couple on my radar that I do want to check out, but until then, have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!